Hello and welcome. Today we are going to be talking about 5 mistakes homeowners make when buying a home. Now bear in mind that there is not just 5 mistakes. There are many mistakes that unfortunately you can make when buying a home. I'm just going through 5 of the most common mistakes that I have seen. Okie dokie. This is me, Sarah Greer. Hello. I am a realtor. I was born and raised in New Zealand, as you can tell from my accent. I moved to Salt Lake in 2014 and we became citizens in 2019. Yay! And we absolutely love living here. It's very nice. This is a map of the areas that I generally cover, but I can cover right across Utah, which is fantastic because I love traveling the countryside and helping people with their family homes or their second homes. I just love traveling. That's one of my passions is traveling across Utah, America, just doing it all. But enough about me. This is about helping you not make one of these 5 mistakes when you decide to buy a house. Now, this is in no particular order, okay? So I just had to put in an order, and this is the order I chose. Number 1 is unrealistic timetable. I know what it's like when you decide to do something and you want to do it tomorrow or today. As far as buying a house goes, think of it like this. This is the biggest purchase you're ever going to make, okay? The last biggest purchase you made was probably a car. This is so much bigger, okay? It doesn't happen overnight. It does take time. There are so many steps that you have to go through to get to the final goal. So I would make sure, as long as you're pre-qualified, you've done all your finances and all of that sort of stuff, you'd be looking at a minimum of 30 days. But usually you're talking 45 days to 60 days. And with everything going on at the moment, it could be a little bit longer because of limited resources for people to come out and do the inspections and the evaluations and all of that sort of stuff, just at the moment with everything that's going on. So I would say at least 2 to 3 months before you get to move in. And it also depends on when the other person wants to move out. They might say, yeah, I'll sell you the house, but I can't move out for 2 months because my new house is being built, or whatever. There's always, room in there, especially when you do up the contract for setting that date. Okay, out of the number 1 way, moving on to number 2, not doing proper research and preparation. Just remember, this is massive what you're doing. So make sure you do a lot of research and a lot of preparation. As far as research goes, there's researching all your mortgages and all that sort of stuff. But then when it comes down to the house, you're not just buying a house, you're buying a house in a neighborhood, in a community, in a suburb, and that location. So you need to make sure that where you're looking is where you want to be, where the right schools are, playgrounds, activities, going on hikes, that sort of thing, distance from your work, or if you're working from home. You've got to make sure that it fits the criteria of what you're looking for, because this is not just something that you're going to stick with for a year. This potentially, you could be in this one location for 20 or 30 years. So you need to make sure you know everything about this location, the community, and all of that before you decide to buy. Because you don't want to move in and then be like, this is too far away from where I do Pilates or where my favorite coffee shop is, or, those sorts of things. So do your research, not just on the house style that you're looking for, but the whole big picture. Okay. And yeah, just preparation. Make sure you know where you stand as far as finances. Never guess as to what you think your mortgage payment will be, what you think your power, your insurance. Get set figures. You can contact, especially through Facebook and all of the community groups there are, and find out what somebody living in a 2,500 square foot home in South Jordan pays in general for their power or water, watering the garden if they don't have secondary water. If they do, what is secondary water? A lot of people haven't heard of it. So make sure you reach out to all of these groups to find out exactly what's going on in that community. And then you know where you want to be. And it's, yeah, research, preparation is key. Number 3, underestimating the full cost of buying a home. Now, when you think, okay, I'm going to put an offer in for $300,000, it gets accepted. There's other costs on top of that. There's costs associated with getting your loan. There's costs associated with getting all the inspections done on the house. Sometimes when you move into a particular suburb, you've got to put down a deposit for your power or your water usage. So you've got to take into account all of those costs. Maybe you're going to have to change your gym location because the other where you used to live is a lot further away. So that's a cost associated with moving. How much it's going to cost to transfer your gym membership, or how much it's going to cost to get new uniforms for the school district. There's a lot of different expenses involved in it. And then there's the moving cost. How much is it going to cost you to get movers in or to move yourself and that sort of thing? So take into account all of those things. And if you're not sure what you should be accommodating in the purchase, ask your real estate agent, or, you know, put it out there on Facebook again or Instagram. Ask the question, hey, when you bought a house, how much did it cost you outside of the sale price? Okay, there's all sorts of people wanting to help you. Number 4 mistake. This is a big one, shopping before closing. I know when your offer gets accepted and you've gone through the different steps and you're basically just waiting for the days to tick down for when the seller can move out and you move in and you officially own the house. And you can get a bit excited. Oh, okay, well, we've got a bigger front room, so let's buy new furniture, and we've wanted to have a new TV for so long. Let's just get a credit card, a store credit card, chuck it on there, and we can pay it off over 10 years. And while we're at it, you just got approved for a car loan. So let's do it. Let's buy a new car to put in our new garage. That sounds perfect. No, it is not perfect. Like I've said there, simple. Do not do it. Adding debt to where you are when you first applied for your mortgage, adding debt to that could potentially, and does quite often, null and void the contract. The mortgage company will not fulfill the mortgage because you've changed where you stand as far as debt to income ratio. So wait for at least a month once you've moved into your new house to do those sorts of purchases. And even then, I would check with your mortgage broker to make sure it's okay to do that. So just stick with where you are, go out, buy food like you normally would, just keep the big expenses down until after everything is closed, said and done, okay? Number 5, going it alone. Now you may think, well, the last real estate transaction we did when we bought our last house, we did all the work. The real estate agent just showed up with a contract and we basically filled it out. All they did was hand it over to the other agent, I think. I don't even know. They really didn't do much. So why do we even need an agent?
Hang on 1 second.
Okay, so unfortunately, from what you've just told me, based on your first experience, you chose the wrong real estate agent to represent you in buying a home. Having a real estate agent protects you. It's like, think about this. You needed some fillings and probably braces. So you decided, oh, it doesn't seem that hard. I mean, the dentist usually hurts, so I'll just do it myself, save all of that money and all of that time, and I'll just do it. What could go wrong? Okay, so a lot could go wrong. It could cost you a lot more money and a lot of time that you'll never get back, because you've got to then go back to a professional to fix what you did wrong. Now, if you do a real estate transaction on your own and something goes wrong, you could be risking $300,000, $400,000, $700,000. I mean, we're talking thousands and thousands of dollars that you could lose because you've gone it alone. You need to make sure you find the right real estate agent, someone that you click with, because this is a huge purchase you're doing. You don't want to do it and have someone by your side that you just don't like. You can't stand them. You just don't click. So you need to make sure when you choose a real estate agent, you click with them and they know exactly what you're looking for before you start, and you don't waste all your time looking at houses that aren't even suitable for you or are in the wrong neighborhood. A real estate agent does a lot more than just hand over the contract. And especially at the moment with the housing inventory so low, the right real estate agent will go out, hunt down and find you the perfect house. That's what I do. Not all houses that you buy are going to be listed on the MLS. A lot of houses aren't. It's up to the real estate agent to go out there and hunt and find you the perfect house and negotiate the perfect price for you, all the right terms that you want. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend making that sort of purchase on your own. Think of the dentist story, okay? That is the top 5 mistakes that often get made by people buying homes, whether it's their first time or their 10th home. It doesn't really matter. Mistakes still happen. It's always best to have a real estate agent that has your back and to make sure all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted. Okie dokie. That is the end of here. This here is me. So I'm with Elite Property Management and Real Estate. This is my car. If you see me out and about, say hi to. If you see me getting out of my car and I don't look all busy and you've got some questions, come up and ask me. I'm more than happy to have a chat. Whether you want to talk about what's going on in your neighborhood market, what's going on in the greater Salt Lake area, or you're wanting to look at buying a second home in Brian Head or Moab or somewhere like that, I can help you. Or if I can't help you, I will help put you in touch with the right people. So please, just one thing to be reminded, I do sing in my car, okay, and I do talk on the phone as well. I do have hands-free, so don't worry about that. But yeah, if you see me jamming out in the car, just wave, laugh, it's all good. I enjoy driving, so it's one of the big things that I do with my job as a real estate agent. I do a lot of driving around neighborhoods and areas when I'm selling and helping people buy. So more than happy to wave, say hi, what have you. If you want to, you can follow me on any of these platforms, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. If you want to get in touch, there's my number. You can call me, text me, there's my email address, send me an email. I'm more than happy to answer any questions you have, whether it's real estate, your market, what's potentially predicted for 2021, what we're looking at as far as the market goes there, or you just want to talk about New Zealand because you're thinking of going, which you can't at the moment because they won't let you in, but in the future, you might be thinking of going, and I can help you, with a few ideas there as well. So in the meantime, before we meet again, whether it's through a video, in person, on the phone, whatever, stay safe. I know things are crazy, but please stay safe, stay happy, and be fantastic. And I will catch you guys later. Bye.